सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। Upadesa Sahasri, Chapter 18, Tattvamasi Prakaranam, verse number 84. Abhasastada bhavascha drushe simno na chanyatha lokasya yuktitasyātāṃ tadgrahascha tatha sati. Shankaracharya, establishing the presence of Chidabhasa, reflected consciousness. Who is that attaining jnanam, self-knowledge? We have to establish this knowledge, aham brahmasmi jnanam. For whom this knowledge is taking place, in whom? For that topic, we are seeing neither Atma nor pure intellect or Antahkaranam cannot claim that Aham Brahma Asmi. Aham Brahma Asmi, I am Brahman, is taking place in a mixture. What is that mixture? We all love to eat mixture. Everyone love to eat mixture because there are all a lot of assemblage in the mixture, different varieties. It is so tasty also because it is a mixture. Similarly here, Atma Anatma mixture. Atma is one component, OC, original consciousness. Anatma is a mixture of different components. You all know that Sukshma Shariram, Sthula Shariram, Karana Shariram plus RC. Or you can say Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha. All these 5 koshas put together, Anatma only. This Anatma is one component. Put together one Anatma we call. Anatma means non-self. Non-self is that which is a component in Aham. When I say I am Aham, there is another entity also, self and non-self, Atma and Anatma. These both are not available for perception. Sukshma Shariram, Antahkaranam is not available for your experience, perception. You cannot see with your eyes, Sukshmatvat. So this whole teaching has to be intellectually grasped. Of course, Atma is Ati Sukshmatvat, cannot be Pratyaksham. That is why Vedanta is so abstract. We will require a lot of Sukshma Buddhi. If anyone is not having Sukshma Buddhi, suppose Shastra says, come and listen to Shastra, you will get Sukshma Buddhi after some time, slowly, gradually. Somehow or other, you have to make Sukshma Buddhi, subtle Antahkarana, subtle intellect, subtle mind, quality mind. Different systems of philosophies, they are against to Abhasa. RC plus RM1, RM2, RM3 in Tattva Bodha we saw. RM1, RM2, RM3 means Sthula, Sukshma, Karana, Shariram plus RC. Put together one Anatma. All these three Sharirams or five Koshas are Jadam. They have to be sentient. When OC, they borrow all sense organs, Sukshma Shariram, Karana Shariram, Stula Shariram. In the presence of OC, RC takes place in the subtle medium. These are all basics in Vedanta for advanced understanding. What are the basics? Anatma is Jadam, Keneshitam Patati Preshitam Manaha, the Kenopanishad student asked. What is that Devaha? What is his name? Because of whom the mind is working, eyes are working, all Jadam. How they are working? You know the answer, Chaitanyam. Because of Chaitanyam alone, Chidabhasa manifest in Antahkaranam. That is called Chidabhasa. That Chidabhasa is called Ahankara or Jiva, Aham, 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 the ego. I am is always a mixture of Atma and Anatma. Now, Guru says Tatutvam Asi because this chapter name is called Tattvamasi Prakaranam. Even Sureshwaracharya's Naishkrimya Siddhi also analysis of Tattvamasi only. Because these two Mahavakyas are only important in Shastra learning. What are those two? Tattvamasi, Guru says. Shishya has to claim Aham Brahmasmi. So these two Mahavakyas, when Guru says you are that Brahman, you have to do Bhaga, Anatma Bhaga Tyaga. Atma Bhaga Lakshyartha you have to own up, you have to claim. This happens only after long study of Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Prakarana Grandhas. This is worth to study, understand who you are. Therefore, this Abhasa is playing a role. Abhasa, because of that, Buddhi becomes sentient. In Buddhi, the vritti takes place. What vritti? Aham vritti. I am vritti, thought modification comes out, emerges out. Yes, hey Guru, Aham Brahma Asmi. So that Ahankara or Chidabhasa, which is ego claiming that Aham Brahmasmi Vritti Jnanam. In Jada Buddhi, Vritti Jnanam cannot come. In Atma Chaitanyam also Vritti Jnanam cannot come. Therefore, both of their association as it were. They cannot have association really. How a dreamer and waker can have association? A dreamer cannot have association. Dream rain comes, suppose. When you are in dream, you experience the rain. Now you wake up, your bed and your body, they are not wet. They are dry only because they cannot come across. Because orders of reality is different. Similarly, here also, Atma is the higher order, Sharira, Indriya, Mana, Buddhi, all are lower order. They are all mithya, unreal, as though relation. As though relation. Lelayativa, dhyayativa, like that. Therefore, in this shloka 84, we saw in the last class, Drishehe Simnahan. That Sakshi Chaitanyam or Brahman is the Avadhi, Sima, lost, ultimate. For what? Abhasa, Bhava, Abhava. Abhasaha, tad Abhavaha. Abhasa, the reflected consciousness to form or to disappear, reflected consciousness, who must be there? Reflected face to form in the mirror, which face must be there? Original face. Without original face, reflected face cannot appear in the mirror. Therefore, when you see the reflected face of yours, you know that Grivastha Mukham is there, therefore Darpanastha Mukham appearing. Similarly, the presence of Chidabhasa taking place, Drishehe Simnaha, Drishi Brahman is the Avadhi. Lokasya Yuktihi Syatam Tadgrahescha. Lokascha Yuktihi means what here? Buddhi Vritti Bhava Abhava Sakshitvam Upapadyate. The Buddhi, Vritti Jnanam, presence and absence. When you are in waking state, Buddhi Vritti take place. When you go to sleep, Sushupti Avastha, Vritti Abhava. Chidabhasa is there, but it is in passive condition. Sakshitvam upapadyate. So I am the witnesser of the presence and absence of ego, the ahankara, the vritti I observe. I am the witnesser of vritti sakshi I am. How I am vritti sakshi? By lending chidabhasa to the buddhi. In that buddhi, vritti modifications are taking place. Happy, happier, happiest modifications. That vikaras in the mind, I am watching. Buddhehe cha tadgraha. Tadgraha means atmagraha, grasping. Atmagraha ahamasmi iti. That knowledge, I am Brahman. Tadgraha means aham brahmasmi iti. Syatam. To the people that are lokasya means for the mumukshu, for the seeker of moksha. This happens. Syatam. Abhasa, presence and absence. That means RC, presence and absence, mental thoughts, modifications take place. One of the modification is Aham Brahmasmi. Idli, dosa, halwa, sweet, house, car, all are vrittis only. All are in thought form. We do not know that. Every knowledge is a thought form. It is only a vritti vikara. Vritti vikara. Raga, Ichha, Sukha, Dukkhadi. Buddhau Satyam. In sleep they are not available. Buddhau Satyam means in waking state only pravartate. Sushuptau nasti tannase tasmad buddhistu natmanaha. Atma bodha, Shankaracharya says, raga, attachment, dukkha, sorrow, aversion, etc. As long as buddhi is active, they are all available. Pravartate. When you go to sleep, sushuptau nasti tannashe, tannashat. Buddhi nasha means what? In deep sleep, buddhi is a passive. It is not functioning. That is why all these emotions, modifications belongs to buddhi, not atma. That is what Vedanta says. Buddhi becomes sentient. Jada buddhi becomes sentient. Atma grahaha ahamasmi iti upapannaha is possible. Upapannaha syat. That aham brahmasmi is possible only when buddhi vritti modification takes place. Aham brahma asmi. Aham asmat shabdah dakarantaha trishulingeshu samanarupaha ayam aham shabdah brahma nakarantaha napumsakalingaha brahman shabdah brahma brahmani brahmani. That Satchidananda Brahma, another thought. Asmi asu dhatoho aham asmi. Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam. All this minimum basic grammar. If you do not know highest grammar, Paninian grammar, doesn't matter. At least Tat Tvam Asi, 3 words you have to know. Aham Brahma Asmi you have to know. No other way. Okay. English I understand, Swamini. Okay. You understand English, doesn't matter. But if you understand Sanskritam also, for long time I'm teaching. What are these shabdams? How they have come? What is their root? Minimum. These 2 Mahavakyas, if I know, more enjoying. Rejoice. You rejoice. Lokasya yuktihi syatam. This is reasonable, logical also. Tad agrahascha tadha asati. If that is not there, Chidabhasa is not there, that vritti cannot happen in the buddhi because jadatvat ghatavat. Asati means when the abhasa is not there. Abhasa anabhyupagame. If you don't accept abhasa, then tadha asati tad agrahascha. Aham brahmasmi cannot be claimed, or that cannot take place. Up to here we saw in the last class. Next sloka 985. Nanvayam Nanvevam Drishi Sankrantihi Ayah Pindegni Vadbhavet Mukhabhasavadityetat Adarshe Tannirakritam Nanu Evam. Nanvevam. Nanu plus evam. Nanvevam. Purvapakshi is raising an objection here. Nanu means I have an objection, Your Honor. Sometimes Siddhanti side also Nanu comes. In Bhashyam books, they write Nanu. Who is Purvapakshi, who is Siddhanti, we do not know. When I was studying Bhashyam in the beginning, I used to get a lot of confusion. Where is Siddhanti? They don't write. Some commentator books and all printing Siddhanti, Purvapakshi. Gorakhpur Press book, U Uttaram, Purvapakshi, they write. But in Kailas Ashramam books and all commentary books, you see, nowhere they write Purvapakshi Siddhanti. Only rarely they write Purvapakshi Siddhanti to decide who is Purvapakshi, who is Siddhanti. Very, very difficult in olden days books. Because those days they used to think people are very intelligent who comes to Vedanta. Later, Acharyas understood that it is very difficult for people to understand. That's why they write Purvapakshi. Similarly, here also, Nanu evam, it's not so. I don't accept Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa is not required for Buddhi. Buddhi itself Chetanam, like that a person says, Purvapakshi, Nanu evam. So what? It is not a change. Drishihi samkrantihi. So, if you say there is a modification in the buddhi, that modification will come to Drishi, Brahman also, Chit also. Buddhi vikaraha, Chid vikaraha api bhavati. Sankrantihi means vikaraha. Sankranti means not Pongal here. Sankranti and Sangatihi, association, because of Vikara is there. Sankranti, just like the example Shankaracharya gave Ayah Pinda, that Krishna Ayaha, and a black iron become red iron rod, iron ball you can take. Black iron ball you put in the fire, it become what? Red iron ball. That has changed totally. Fire has got ball shape. Fire has got a round shape. Agni vikaraha bhavati va nava bhavati. Purvapakshi is asking. His question is also a genuine question only. See, when the black iron ball appearing red iron ball, Agni, fire ball you say. Fireball. You say or not? Fireball. Fireball means fire has got ball shape. Fireball. While fire also has got a shape, vikara, modification. Now he is seeing the fire at the chit. Fire is equal to chit. Okay. Fireball, that modification, that iron ball shape belongs to fire or iron? Iron. Iron has got ball shape. Fire doesn't have ball shape. That's why I gave an example. Gruham, that Katopanishad mantra. Rupam rupo pratirupo babhuva. The fire gets the door shape. If it is burning the door, it gets a door shape. If it is burning the window, it gets the window shape. Whatever it is burning, it gets that shape. We are seeing. Like that, oh Shankaracharya, Advaitin, you have given that Ayah Pindaha example. Ayah means iron, Pindaha means ball. Ayah Pinda Drishtanta you have given. Fire has got a modification, Vikara. That problem comes here. Ayaha Pinde. That iron ball, Pinda means ball, like round shape. Agnivat. Ayah Pinde Agnivat Bhavet. Oh, Chit. Chit, Buddhi is like iron ball. Okay, imagine. Buddhi is like an iron ball. Now, Chidabhasa is like a fire. Like a fire. Chit is like a fire. Once the association comes, Sankrantihi, that Chit has become Chidabhasa in the Buddhi. So, iron ball Buddhi has got Chidabhasa. The fire like Chit also must have what? Buddhi Vikara. Whatever Vikara happens in the Buddhi, because the ball shape fire has got. Why not buddhi shape for Chidabhasa? Because of Chidabhasa, Chit also can have raga, dvesha, ichha, sukha, dukkha. All can come to Chit also, like fire has got the ball shape. Priyardo, enjoying example? Yeah, like that he's asking. Ayapinde agnivad bhavet. If you say, if you ask like that, if you have doubt regarding that, don't have such doubt. I have already that nirakritam. I have already explained this in 43rd verse nirakritam already. 33rd verse in footnote it is given numbers also. You go back and see later. Reflected face, mirror, original face. We saw that example. So Acharya is telling, Mukhabhasavat iti etad adarshe. Once the example what you are extending unnecessarily, don't extend the example. Too much thinking people always extend the example. Their over intelligence they show. Really speaking, too much intelligence always is a problem also in Vedanta. Knowledge will be delayed. Uh, Too much knowledge, too much thinking, too much cross question, too much of overthinking. That is the problem. Like that, this Purvapakshi is asking. Shankaracharya says, I have already negated this Mukhabhasavat iti etat adarshen. See, no change can happen. Your reflected face in the mirror is there in the mirror. And the mirror has got dirt, and so many things are there. Suppose there are cracks in the mirror. Your reflected face appears distortions. Will your original face get any distortion? Original face, chit like original face, there is no any vikara in the original face because of reflected face. My face reflection formed in the mirror. Mirror defects are not going to touch me, the original face. Like that. Take that example only, don't extend the example. Drishtanta, you must carefully utilize. If Drishtanta has got 100% similarities like Dashtanta, it cannot be called as Drishtanta. Example cannot be called as an example if it is completely having similar features with the original with what I am comparing. Her face is like a moon, I said. That means the Chandra Kanti, how much moonlight is there, that much light you expect from this lady face. She, wherever she walks, face is like a bright moonlight. No need of light at all. Her face is like a moon. Pleasant, cool, white in color, not brightness of the moon. So you should not extend that. Example. Comparison is always only certain some similar features, common features, not all. That in Sankara Bhashyam also we are seeing, no? Simho Manavakaha, Agni. The Manava, Agni Manavakaha, Simho Devadattaha. You should not take Simha features. Devadatta has got 4 legs, walking on 4 legs, and appadella edukakudadu. Boy is, if you touch a boy, hug him, you will get burnt. And don't extend the example. Only brightness you have to take, courage you have to take. Similarly, here also, you should not extend. Iti etavadeva drushtam. So that Krishna ayaha lohita varna avabhasaha. Krishna varna ayaha, black iron ball, rakta varna, lohita varna, red color, avabhasaha. Iti etavadeva. This much alone you have to take. Drishtam, drishtantam uchyate. That alone is called drishtantam. Drishtantam means what? Whatever you see the common future, that drishtam, that is called drishtantam. To dashtanta, you should not take. Jada buddhehe chaitanya abhasatvam ityarthaha. Jada buddhehe chaitanya abhasatvam. That much only you have to take the example. Don't take that example, extend the example. Take the example. How much same? Jada buddhi, iron ball, jada buddhi. Like iron ball, like jada buddhi. For that chaitanya avabhasatvam. The redness is like a chaitanya avabhasatvam. That much only you have to take. Sarvamsya samyam anupapanna. All the commentators writes, Sarva samyam, all futures are not possible, not proper, not logical. So, drishta dashtanta. This is the idea in this shloka. Next verse, 86. That alone is clarified further in 86th verse. Krishnayo lohita bhasam ityetadrishtamuchyate drishtadarshtantatulyatvam natu sarvatmana kvachit. Simple, you can understand. Krishna means black. Ayaha means iron. You cannot say that Krishna ayaha lohita bhasam. Lohita means red. Abhasam iti etat. You above sloka, you are objecting me just like fireball. Iron ball is known as fireball. We are calling fireball. That does not mean fire has got the shape of the ball. Fire totally changed. Vikara, like that chitta also will change. Don't use that, extend that to the dashtanta. Krishna ayaha lohita abhasam iti etat drishtantam uchyate. Example is given. Illustration. Example, illustration is given. This is drishta dashtanta tulyatvam na sarvatmana kvachit. Drishta dashtanta. Drishta means drishtantam. Compared to what? Atma chaitanyam dashtantam. Tulyatvam, equal. This abhasa, what we are giving, drishta means example, you should not completely. Tulyatva means samyam, equal. To that you should not take. So intended, vivakshitam, that intended meaning you have to take. You have to take only intended meaning, not extended meaning. Ativyapti pannade. Ativyapti means what? Over extension of example. You totally miss the teaching. Totally miss the teaching if you extend the example. In Tarka language it is called ativyapti. Going to more extent what it requires, more than that what it requires, it goes extra, even one step further. Example, the whole teaching will be turned differently. Therefore, when Guru says only that much, don't ask unnecessary questions. That is why we say you require lot of trust on the teacher. My teacher is right. Whatever my teacher says must be right. No doubt on the teacher. But buddhi has that intellectual honesty. Sometime, if at all it comes after analyzing lot of time, then we have to give time to analyze, then only you can ask. Yoshikaamale, without thinking, without your preparation, just like that, we should not ask questions. Swamedhaya, and 1/4 you have to make use of your buddhi. Then automatically answers will come. Guru irukkaru edanu cheppi ella questions ketinde irukkakuda. Confusion. So too much asking also, that shows not by our own way of understanding, thinking, mananam part we have to do. So that if not clear, then we can ask Guru. Like that, drishta dashtanta tulyatvam na. Drishtanta cannot be 100% same like dashtanta. Sarvatmana kvachit. So, illustration is nowhere absolutely equal to or similar to that original. You are extending the example. Black earn like buddhi, fire like chaitanyam, makes real. Buddhi as though real. Don't take that. Buddhi as chetanam. It makes buddhi as chetanam. That's all. That job is over. Not anything else. Don't extend the example. Only intended meaning only you have to take. That is the idea. Next verse, verse number 87. तथैव चेतनाभासं चित्तं चैतन्यवद्भवेत् मुखाभासो यथा दर्शे आभासश्चोदितो मृषा. Not very complicated slokas too. Very nice. Once you come to the each and every point, automatically the subject matter is same, you understand. There is no much I don't know who is this class not available, who is showing. I request the administrator to look into that student. Why they are showing, I do not. Class not available means what? Okay, anyhow, this is another distraction, you see. Okay, anyhow, that student can ask later. Okay, look at the sloka now. Tatha iha eva. First you say yatha adarshe mukha bhasaha. Second line, first quarter. Second line, first quarter. Yatha, just as. Adarshe, in the mirror. Mukha bhasaha, reflected face. So this is simple example. Every day we look at our face in the mirror. So this is called a teaching methodology. Known to unknown. What is known? Mirror is known. My original face is known. Reflected face is known. From this example, Vedanta is taking us to Brahma Jnanam. You see, what a simple example. Only this much. Understand the reflected face, reflecting medium, mirror, and original face. Study about this. Same thing to Dashtanta. Therefore, he says, yatha, just as, adarshe mukhabhasaha, the reflected face in the mirror. Now go to first line again. Tatha eva, similarly. Chetana bhasam, same way, Chetana abhasam. Chaitanyam, original consciousness is like, original conscious compared to here mukha, original face. In the mirror, reflected face takes place. Similarly, buddhi mirror like buddhi. What happens? Chetana bhasam, reflected consciousness. Abhasam means what? Reflection. Chetana bhasa means reflected consciousness. Mukha bhasa means a reflected face. Chetana bhasam chittam chaitanyam vat bhavet. Chittam, the antahkaranam, the buddhi, becomes as though sentient. It is not originally independently sentient. Chaitanyavat bhavet. It borrows Chaitanyam, temporarily it appears as though Chaitanyam. Original face appears there in the reflected face as it is, same. Like that here also, Chaitanyavat bhavet. But what we say, second line, second half, Abhasaha Mrusha Uditaha, false. The reflected consciousness is false, we have said already. Uditaha. Yadha abha adarsha mukhabhasaha tadha eva chetana abhasam chittam chaitanyavad bhavet. Reflection is false already, we have said. Where it is said in the previous slokas, you have to go back. Which sloka he said then? Mithya bhavet. Mrusha means mithya. Abhasaha mrusha, false reflected face. Mithya bhavati iti, mithya iti uditaha. We have already said it is mithya. Why you have doubt? Reflected face real or unreal? Unreal. Reflected face is unreal or real. What PhD you have to do for that? You need not do any PhD for that. You have to just understand. Similarly, here also, Abhasa has got what? Falsity. Falsity means it is unreal. It is temporary. Anityam, agamapayi. Whatever is agamapayi is mithya. It has got arrival and departure. Bhava, abhava. Arrival and departure. Therefore, mrisha. Unreal. Next verse. Number 88. Chittam chetanamityetat shastrayukti vivarjitam dehasyapi prasangasyat chakshuradistathaiva cha. Shankaracharya is teasing him. Suppose you say chittam chetanamiti, buddhi is sentient. People, ignorant people do not know. We never know when we were young, before coming to Shastra. We have never thought of there is a buddhi. Buddhi is sentient, buddhi is jadama, sentient. Who knows? We do not know. We have no time to think at all. After coming to Vedanta only, some buddhi is working and asking this buddhi is jadama or chetana mandal, we are thinking. Before coming to Shastra, who thought of this buddhi? What its nature? Shastra only helps us to think about this. So, Chittam chetanamiti chet. Suppose anyone come and says buddhi antakaranam, chittam antakaranam, buddhi, you can take whole thing is chetanam. It is sentient. Like that Buddhist philosopher said, iti chet. Tat shastra yukti vivarjitam. That statement is improper, illogical. Yukti vivarjitam means it is not logical. Shruti vivarjitam. Shastra never said buddhi is chetanam. Buddhi is jadam, made out of matter. That buddhi, antakaranam, is matter, made out of panchabhutas. They are all matter. Nowhere in Shruti it is said what chittam is chetanam. Mind can never, or buddhi can never be chetana. I am using buddhi, mind loosely because antakaranam, there only vritti takes place. That is why. Dehas, if at all, if you say so, suppose buddhi is chetanam independently by itself, then body has to be chetanam. Sense organs also has to be chetanam. That problem will come. Chetana, chetasat, chetasat, chetasa, chetasa, syat. Dehasyapi prasangaha chetanata, chetanata prasangaha syat. Dehasya api chetanatvam. Chetanatvam syat. Body also has to be chaitanyam. If buddhi is chetanam, why not body? Body has to be sentient. Not only body. Chakshura dehe tathaiva cha. Even sense organs also. Chakshuhu means eyes. Adipadat, ears, nose, all five sense organs of action, five sense organs of knowledge, even pancha pranas, all must be sentient on their own. Chetanatvam on their own. They can also get, once buddhi gets, why not other? All organs. If you accept that, what a problem will come. He says, next shloka, 89. Tadapyasti tvitischet tanna lokayatika sangate na cha dhir drishirasmiti yadyabhaso na chetasi. Now, Shankaracharya asking, buddhi by itself is jadam, inert, it can never be sentient on its own. I have said many times. You are so adamant, you want to make buddhi sentient by itself. All, you will become a charvaka. Lokayatika sangate. You are joining the party of charvaka matam. Lokayatika means charvaka, who is a nastika, who never believe in subtle body also. He believes only in gross body, charvaka. And he says, yavat jive sukhan jivet, ranam krutva ghritam pribet, bhasmi bhuta dehasya punaragamanam kutaha. Nastikas, they are all charvaka matam. Who are charvaka? Swamini engirupanga. Separately in any one colony they are there. No, they are not in one colony. They are amongst us, around us, all materialistic people. Those who ask always, I want scientific proof, I want scientific proof, otherwise I don't believe all these words of Vedanta. No, they are all called Lokayatikaha Charvaka. They believe only what is available for the eyes perception. They don't believe anything else. You do Sandhya Vandanam, you get punya. Who said, I don't believe in that? You do prayer, you will get a lot of peace of mind, you get a lot of punya, or you will get viveka vairagyam, prayer, it gives, purifies your mind. And who said, I don't believe? Like these people who are all asking now. They're all called charvakas, materialistic people. They don't know anything than a thin, thick skin knowledge. Thick skin anna theriyarada. Their knowledge only up to the skin, skin care, hair care, pal care, nail care. This much only they know. They know only beauty parlor, spa, a gym, nothing else other than that. They know, materialistic people know what, where is the beauty parlor, where is spa, where is five-star hotel, where is a gym. Only thick skin knowledge. Up to skin only they have knowledge. More than that it won't go for them. All modern materialistic money oriented people, body oriented people, how they can believe in Shastra when they get knowledge, when they can claim Aham Brahmasmi, like that animals, they are living in the society. Animals. And I used to jocularly say in Rishikesh, one of our camp, no, see, animals, one day they will come and invite these people. See, you people, elephant in the forest, elephant, tiger, all of them are there. They all come with invitation. Tiger, elephant, lion, all who are all there in animals in the forest, they come with an invitation to the society one day. Imagine, just my own imagination. They come here and give invitation to everyone. What invitation it is? They are inviting people to the forest. You all come to the forest. Suppose you ask why I have to come forest. They will ask, just coming in my mind, they ask, because you are also living like me, only ahara nidra bhayamayudhanancha samanyam etat pashvi naranam. You are also doing that only. What is the difference between you and me? You come to my forest, you join along with us. You need not stay separately in the society. They will call you. How it looks. How it looks. That is why, as though they are teaching a lesson to you, oh, Buddhu, human being, you are born as a human being. We don't have sixth sense. Make use of sixth sense. Attend Upadesa Sahasri class. Otherwise, you take your invitation and come to along with us. With the band, madam, with the band, lot of music, madam, and all, they will invite you to the forest. If you don't, don't mistake me. Just I am humorously I am telling. They also feel like that only. Sixth sense Bhagavan has given. You are not making use of Vedas. Bhagavan has given. Everything Bhagavan has given. Make use of your sixth sense. You are crown of the creation. Illa na crown illa crown illa na crow and you are crow madri kattara enna pandrathu. Shastra says you are the crown of the creation. In the art, the human being, I am a crow like and crow and ka. Adi madri, see, once you are born here, if you don't come to Shastra, mahati vinashtihi, a big loss. It is the greatest loss for a human being. Shastra says, I am not telling, don't mistake me. Shastra is telling. So look into the shloka. Chittam chetana iti chet tat what will happen? Shastra yukti vivarjitam dehasya. In the shloka over. Next shloka also I read, I forgot now. Tadapi, I have read this shloka. Just I have diverted myself. Tadu tat astu iti chet. Suppose he says, what Shankaracharya said, body also will become chetanam. Sense organs also become chetanam. If Chittam is chetanam by itself, why not other sense organs? In the Purvapatri says, okay, so what? Let the body also be Chaitanyam by itself. Sense organs also can be Chaitanam by themselves. Let them be sentient. Why not? Tadapi astu iti chet. Hmm? Chittam or buddhi is Chetanam. Tadvat, body and sense organs also can be Chetanam. Iti chet tanna. It is not correct. Why? Lokayatika sangatehe. You are falling in that Charvaka party, entering into the opposition party. Nacha dhihi drishi asmi iti yadi abhasaha na chetasi. If chetasi abhasaha na chet, if Chaitanyam is not there for buddhi, abhasa means reflected consciousness. Yadi abhasaha chetasi na chet. If this chidabhasa is not there in the buddhi, what will happen? Dihi drishihi ahamasmi iti na bhavati. Dihi means in the antakaranam. Drishihi, I am Brahman. Iti nasyat. Drishihi means Brahman. I am Brahman knowledge will never take place if Chidabhasa is not there. That is the idea. If Chidabhasa is not there in the buddhi, it can never have the knowledge I am Brahman. Dhi means buddhi vritti jnanam. Aham Brahma asmi iti. Drishihi means Brahma asmi. Aham asmi iti na bhavati. Within inverted commas you can write. Iti na bhavati. Kadapi. What a tragedy. Without Chidabhasa it can never happen. Next shloka 90. Sadasmiti dhiyo bhave vyartham syatatvamasyapi yushmadasmad vibhagagne syadartam syadartavadidam vachah. That if this sat asmi iti sadasmi iti dhiyaha habhavena. How to do anvaya? Sat aham asmi iti. You have to supply. Asmi is there. You have to supply aham. Sat means Brahman. Sat means Brahman. Trikale tishtati etus tatus sat Brahma. So, Tattvamasi, 6th chapter you have to remember. Sadeva somya idamagra asit ekamiva dvitiyam tattvamasi shveta keto. Sat Brahma ahamasmi iti dhiyaha abhave. If that knowledge is not taking place in the buddhi, because abhasa you are not accepting, what will happen? Tattvamasi api vyartham syat. Tattvamasi mahavakya vyartham means apramanam bhavet. Apramanam syat, invalid. Chidabhasa is not there. Aham Brahmasmi will not take place in the buddhi of that person. If it is not taking place, Tattvamasi is useless, apramanam. What? Yushmadasmad vibhagagne eva. This knowledge will take place only to such an adhikari. Yasya yushmat asmat. You and I. Yushmad and Dakarantaha Trishulingeshu Samana Rupaha Yushmat Sabdaha. You Tattvamasi, no, you are that. Asmat means same. Dakarantaha Trishulingeshu Samana Rupaha. Asmat Sabdaha means I. Guru said, you are Brahman. Shishya has to say, I am Brahman. Asmad vibhagajnaha, the one who has got knowledge of these two Mahavakyams, Ardhavat idam vachaha syat. Idam vakyam, Mahavakyam, Ardhavat prayojanam bhavati, no chet aprayojanam bhavati, vyartham bhavati. More in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.